Tyshawn, my Shayla, I can't keep putting up with this shit, man. This fucking brand, Skater of the Year 2 times, Mr. Supreme himself, man. Why did it have to be you, Tyshawn? It could have just taken me. Why couldn't it have just been me? What's up, guys? Sorry, I didn't want you all to see me like this, but you guys probably heard the news by now. Tyshawn's got a lawsuit going on with Supreme. They dropped him from the skate team, and I guess we're gonna talk about it. Fuck you, James W! You fucking bastard! I was totally acting, by the way, guys. I would never cry about another man like that. That's crazy. But what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Boone, and this is a highly requested video. You guys know I'm the Supreme nerd over here on YouTube. And I had so many comments after we heard news of Tyshawn suing Supreme saying, "Boom, you gotta talk about this, bro. We need you to crash out for a one time, man. If there's no one left to speak out about Tyshawn, then I'm dead, man." Because this truly is pretty heartbreaking news. As somebody that really got into the Supreme brand around 2015-ish, I mean, Nikhil Smith was still kind of the headliner of Supreme, but Tyshawn was the up-and-coming guy. R.I.P. Dylan Ryder as well. Gotta give credits to him. There's always kind of been that one token Supreme skater that's carried the brand. And ever since like around the Louis Vuitton days, I feel like it really started turning into Tyshawn Jones. Well, now him and Supreme have officially split parts. Supreme has terminated his contract due to him doing a photo shoot with Marc Jacobs, and it fucking sucks, man. Like, it seriously bums me out a lot because it felt like these two names were just hand in hand. Like, it felt like a perfect relationship. Tyshawn embodied what Supreme was, skater from New York, just pure street skating. You see him jumping over subways and shit like that. And Supreme, who's lost like all credibility in the skate community, especially now having the two-time Thrasher Skater of the Year signed to their team. A guy that's honestly even bigger than the bracket of being a skater. Like, he's pretty much a model at this point as well. Having these two sever a tie, and it feels like over some stupid shit that's really because Supreme has just turned into this corporate brand. It fucking sucks. When I saw this lawsuit, I was genuinely shocked, but it also to a degree made sense, because if you've been paying attention to Supreme for the last year or two, I've been wondering what happened to Tyshawn. We don't see him at all in any of the skate videos they've been releasing. We don't see him in any lookbooks anymore. I can't remember the last time I saw him kicking it with Will Strobeck. I was wondering what was up, and this pretty much gave reason to it. So let's start from where it began. Tyshawn Jones signed to Supreme back when he was like 12 or 13 years old, and in this contract, he's been making $1 million a year, which I'm not trying to be a pocket watcher or nothing, but that's an insane amount of money for a skater. I don't know if there's ever been that big of a skating contract, like $1 million a year to just skate for the brand. Of course, it comes alongside also doing photo shoots and stuff with them, but I think we can all agree that is a crazy contract to give out, but not without good reason. Tyshawn Jones, I definitely see a lot of people saying is like the Michael Jordan of skating and stuff nowadays. I do feel like that's a little bit exaggerating it, but I mean, he's seriously one of the youth's favorite skateboarders. The guy's all over the place. I mean, he won Thrasher Skater of the Year twice, so it's not like he's bad at skating. He's not all just looks and modeling. This guy is a nasty raw street skater. I do see some people like roasting him sometimes. He doesn't do big feature spots and stuff like a Chris Joslin or something, but I mean, the guy like embodies street skating, and that's kind of what Supreme is. Granted, you guys know I'm not like the biggest skater, nothing like that. I did when I was a kid. I wasn't that nasty. Now I'm just a Supreme nerd, so I'm talking from that point of view. The point I'm trying to get at is it's hard to put a numerical value on the worth Tyshawn Jones had to Supreme. When Nikhil Smith left the team, Tyshawn was pretty much the one that took over the reins, and he fucking ran with it. He skated with it. If you want to, let's not do that in this video. I mean, just look at his section in Bless. Like, he definitely had my favorite section in that skate video back in 2018. That's where that poster is from, the Bless poster I just showed y'all. Now, because of a Marc Jacobs photo shoot Tyshawn did about a year ago, I want to say, Supreme terminated his contract saying he breached it. I guess somewhere in the contract, Supreme did allow him to work with 3 different brands. They didn't name what these 3 brands are. I think we can all assume Hardee's is one of them, seeing as Supreme literally did a collab with them. I would assume that one of them is also Adidas, knowing that Tyshawn is sponsored by them. The third I'm really curious about. Is it King? Could it be Louis Vuitton? We don't really know. But there was something in his contract that allowed him to work with 3 different brands. I'm gonna assume Marc Jacobs wasn't one of them. And I'm curious, like, I would think that Tyshawn probably got the go-ahead from somebody at Supreme to go do this photo shoot with Marc Jacobs. I don't think he was gonna risk his entire contract to go do it. There has to have been somebody at Supreme that gave him the go-ahead. But the interesting part about all of this is it all intertwines with when Supreme was bought out by Luxottica, and that's where it gets pretty grim. That's where it gets kind of depressing for the Supreme community, because I think it's just like another step in the direction of Supreme being a corporate brand that's lost a lot of its touch with its core. I had to check really fast. I think Luxottica bought Supreme back in July, and it looks like the contract got terminated in September. So my assumption is that Luxottica stepped in, wanted to cut budget, because of course we're trying to squeeze as much money as we can out of Supreme, especially when you buy it for billions of dollars. I assume Luxottica looked over the budget, who they're paying out, saw Tyshawn was making $1 million a year, and it was like, oh, that's easy. Cut this guy out, save another million. I mean, what really is $1 million to Supreme, you know? I understand that's a crazy contract for a skateboarder, but they just don't really understand the name Tyshawn Jones, what it means to Supreme, how much he's done for the brand, and it's just sad, dude. It really is sad, because that is just the most corporate takeover, typical shit. New guys stepping in, don't fully understand the brand, but because they have the say and the power and the money, they're the ones that get to make the decisions. I would like to hope that James Jebbia fought to keep Tyshawn on the team, but I have no idea. I mean, at the end of the day, he's not a majority owner, so it kind of is what Luxottica says that goes. Maybe it was VF Corp also that terminated him before this. I'm not totally positive, but I'm kind of assuming it did have to do with Luxottica and their acquisition of Supreme. One of the interesting parts about this whole lawsuit is it's not just for getting the money that he is owed from his contract, but he's also claiming defamation in this lawsuit, that Supreme is now blackballing him, which is the part that really bothers me. I don't know like much about this. I don't think we're going to see this really play out in the public eye. I do assume that they're going to settle out of court. Like, that seems almost for sure, because Supreme obviously does not like to be a super public brand. I doubt they're even going to speak on this, because why would they? It's not going to benefit them in any way. I don't think anyone's going to be taking Supreme's side here, but I'm really curious what this blackballing is from the industry, because if they actually are like going out their way to speak down on Tyshawn to other brands or something like that, that is fucked up, man. Like, that is genuinely something that I just cannot respect at all. I don't know, it's he said, she said right now. She being James Jebbia's pussy ass, because James, where are you, bro? Lock in, James. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, oh my god, this brand, bro, it just feels like there's always some bullshit going on with them. Like, how much dirty drama do y'all have? The Tremaine fucking bullshit, you got this going on, all the brand sales. It's just, it's crazy to me, man. Like, Supreme has become such a weird brand nowadays. I still love the clothing, but it does feel like every day that passes, like, Supreme just strays further and further from its core, and that core is what makes Supreme cool. Like, that's what people love about Supreme. It's what I love about Supreme. But yeah, they're really just going more and more in the direction of the corporate world, and it fucking sucks, man. Like, it bums me out. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking Tyshawn's side. Like, I'm always gonna take the person over the company. I don't care if I make money flipping the company. But Tyshawn Jones, I do think, deserves his money. I will say he's suing for a ton of bread, bro. Like, there's a lot of bread over just his contract, the defamation stuff. I'm not sure how true that is, and I doubt he's gonna see all that money. Like I said, they probably will end up settling. I think what happened here was Tyshawn was probably getting the go-ahead from people at Supreme to go do these shoots with other clothing companies. Luxottica then came in. These people giving Tyshawn the go-ahead did not have that same power, so Tyshawn continued to do it. Goes and does a photo shoot with Marc Jacobs, and Supreme, who's looking to save money any way they can, find an easy out to terminate the contract with him. It sucks that this now has to play out in the public eye. It bums me the fuck out not to see Tyshawn on the Supreme skate team anymore. I guess Cater is now going to be like the face of the team. I don't know another skater I would say that I feel like is the most recognizable name with Supreme outside of him, but man, does this fucking suck for the brand. It's not like the end of the world, you know, it's not the end all be all. If you guys remember this book they came out with in 2020 that goes over like the history of Supreme, look who's on the cover, man. You got Nickel and Tyshawn right there, and it really sucks to see both of these guys now have walked away from Supreme and on pretty messy terms. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video. Let me know what you guys think about this whole lawsuit. You guys think Tyshawn Jones deserved that $1 million he was making per year? It is a crazy amount, but with a brand that's generating so much in revenue, it does kind of feel like at the end of the day, $1 million to have one of the faces of skating be a part of your team, it's worth it, at least if you care about the skating side of your brand. So it's really disappointing, but that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this was interesting, and again, I'm just giving like a Supreme fan's point of view. I'm not like a huge skater like that or anything. I'm your boy Boone. I hope you guys did enjoy this one, because I did want to speak about this and I had so many comments asking for it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your opinions. I'll see you on the next one, man. I'm out. After all this bullshit talking about like I'm on Tyshawn's side, I'm about to go cop Supreme tomorrow. So how pathetic is that? It's pretty fucking sad. I'll see y'all later though. I'm out. Peace.
All voices is louder than one, and pressure busts pipe. So, you know, if the world keeps applying the pressure, then I believe we will be heard.